My name is Daniel Rowe. Over the last 10 years, I've worked with more than 400 customers, created thousands of photos, videos, and social media posts, and helped businesses generate more than $400,000 in revenue. Today, I help fitness and wellness businesses turn their expertise and customer results into proof-based content and AI systems that create better sales conversations. This podcast is where I share what I learned from 4 hours a day. That's what I got back. Not from using AI to save a little time here and there, from using it to remove the one thing that was capping everything else in my business. Most business owners are using this stuff completely backwards. They use AI to do tasks faster, generate a caption, make a flyer, draft an email. It feels productive because it saves them 20 minutes, and then the business hits the exact same ceiling you always hit, right? You're slightly less annoyed because you're optimizing random parts of the operation instead of finding the one part that actually controls how big this thing can get. AI is leverage. That's the whole thing. That's the point. Most people think it's a tool that executes something. It saves them a couple of $100. It saves them a little bit of time because they're not doing a task anymore. That's not what actually it is. Think of an agent like an employee who does one job and never calls in sick. There are operational tasks in your business that happen every single day. They're boring, they're repetitive, they eat your time. An agent can take those over. Not perfectly though, let me be clear about that, because I don't want to oversell it or tell you that it's not going to be 100% flawless, but it doesn't need to be flawless. It needs to take the load off you. Say you're spending 3 hours a day on something. The agent takes over, and now you spend 1 hour. You just got 2 hours back. And those 2 hours are the entire reason you did it. You can put them into part of the business that's been sitting there neglected, or you can put it into your health, into your family, into your sleep, into things that you like, and then enjoy more of life. That's not a waste of time. And that's the point of it. Here's what I keep watching business owners do. They protect their money and they spend their time like it's free. Your time is the most valuable resource you have, and you're the only one who can get more out of it. Now, here's why that ceiling matters more than anything else you're working on. If your business can run without you sitting inside your business, you can duplicate your business. You can scale your business, and that's the whole game. Remove yourself from the process and the thing that becomes repeatable. If you got the cash, you open another location. In my case, I can take more clients. But you can't duplicate something that only works because you are the person holding it every day together. So let me tell you my little story. I run content for fitness and wellness businesses, photo, video, social media, podcasts. And I have a hard number, like a ceiling, right? So think like it's 10 clients. So that's what I can carry before I kind of like everything is just busy, right? And that's pretty much what I can handle. The one thing that always is my bottleneck, it's the editing. Filming isn't the problem. Shooting the photos isn't the problem. Onboarding, finding leads, taking the calls, running the content dates, none of that, it will break me. It's sitting down afterwards, and then you will relate if you're a video editor, right? You will understand as a content creator that actually that's the problem. The bottleneck is always the video editing. However, I'm fast at video editing, generally fast, because I spend a lot of time perfecting that skill, right? But again, it's my bottleneck. I can't scale. And that's the ceiling, right? I can't grow my company because it's just a ceiling that I have. So I stopped trying to get faster at editing or hiring video editors, and I build agents instead. I build them using Claude Code, right? And then each agent does, its own job. I shoot a podcast that takes me about an hour. Then editing the podcast, the full multicam used to take a couple more hours on its own, maybe a couple of days. Now I drop the files from the cameras and I put them on my computer, and then the agent takes over, does the multicam, publishes for me for YouTube, Spotify, and other platforms for my clients. One agent edits, one agent publishes, one actually cuts the clips, one is writing the reels and posting all the content for me. 4 hours a day. That's what came back. I'm not kidding you. And some of that time that I got back goes to reach out more clients. Some of that I just enjoy myself, like walking. I live close by the beach, so I just walk more. Some of that time also goes to my son to sleep more, just enjoy life and doing nothing. Nobody tells you that part when they're pitching AI as a productive tool. You see all these videos on YouTube and then everybody's telling you, you know, how much money you can make, you know? If I got a client who's technical, he likes design, he likes to code a little bit, they want to be involved a little bit, right? So what happens is they also build some of these agent tools for their own business, and they start publishing their own things, maybe social media, some blog posts. But again, what happens is I have a client, right? This client runs a business, and then he started like playing around with with these agents, right? And he started like creating like a CRM for his own business, and then he created also like posting for blogs, right? But the problem is that he's using AI to build agents or to do little tasks for his business that they don't matter. Because, for example, the Google business profile of this business, it's just left alone, and it's important in an era where we don't have any more SEO most likely, right? But we have more like AI SEO. So he should be spending more time on doing that. But that's not sexy sometimes, you know, because, you know, it takes some work. So that's one thing that is important about using AI for the right things, right? In the case of this business owner, one of my clients, right, he needs more time using these tools and then create these tools and move these tools for the Google business profile. So I'm not standing about all these issues. I do it too. I'm good with these tools, and it would be very easy for me to spend a week building something clever that changes nothing in my business. The reason it happens is that using AI or an AI tool feels good emotionally. I have another client who actually, he believed that actually automating a lot of the stuff that he does in his business, it was very important. Like we automate the onboarding, we automated like the lead like funnels, we automated the publishing on different platforms, right? And then he keeps putting a lot of attention on automating and using AI to create more output, to create more output. But one thing that I notice is, after working with him after some time, is that he wants to bring more leads and more people who are buying his service. And in reality, I feel like he needs a sales team, or he starts like doing the sales as well, right? But that thing is just boring, right? Who's gonna pick up the phone? Who's gonna start doing that every day and then getting rejected, and then just maybe using some of the referrals, that are coming from other clients, and start sending emails and start doing cold calling, cold email. That's not in reality, it's not sexy, right? It's not nice. It's boring, right? To do the thing that actually is going to move your business in the direction that you want it to do. This happens is because it feels good emotionally. You feel like you're moving and you can move fast in a direction that doesn't matter at all. One more thing that I want to say, and I still think about it, right? I had a client who needed to film training videos for his staff, something he wanted to do for years and never got to because filming takes time he doesn't have. He's busy. So what we did is we built him a system, right? So he writes the script and an agent will take the script and turn it into a video of him using an AI avatar, right? I already have like high quality videos from him we created these high quality videos and we created his AI videos. He loved it. He loved this. Right, because now we're moving in a direction where he can have all these videos that are training other, employees faster, right? And then we put this actually into, think like at a Skool type of community. I don't know if you're familiar with that website, but basically we put it's a community. Imagine having like a Discord channel or some sort of like a channel that you go to a website, you create an account, and then you can have access to these training videos, right? So we built that. He was very happy because now we were moving in the direction. He always dreamed about this for years, but now we have it ready But after a month or two, after about 2 months, he killed the whole project. It didn't feel right for him because of the AI avatar. And I understand that. I'm not going to argue with a man, about his own face. But I think there was another option there. He could have just told his staff, these are AI videos, they're short, watch them. Most people will have watched them and gotten on with their day and still get the training. We're already living with this, right? Businesses are posting AI generated flyers everywhere. You can see them more and more, the ChatGPT flyers. Videos where people still push back, at least with the AI. And probably this is going to take some time. So be intentional about it. Everything my AI agents produce, right? So it traces back to something that is real. A podcast that I actually shoot, words my client actually said on camera, the blog post, the newsletter, the clips, they all come out of a real conversation that happened in a physical room. The agent is just doing the labor. It isn't doing the thinking, and it isn't inventing a point of view I don't have. Removing a bottleneck doesn't fix your business. It just moves the problem. Mine isn't editing anymore. Now it's finding enough of the right clients to fill the capacity I just built. That's the wall I am today while I'm recording this. And that's how it's supposed to work. You don't get to solve your business once. You raise your ceiling and then you go to find out where the new one is. So here's what I'll do if I were you, if you're losing it. Don't open ChatGPT and go looking for something to automate. Take a piece of paper, write it down with the work actually is piling up. Not what annoys you, not what is capping you. The thing that will break if you double your customers tomorrow. This is what I want you to do. I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to or you can even do a voice note if you want. But I want you to think about what is the bottleneck in your business now? What is that thing that if you, let's say, put more money into it or more resources, it's just gonna break your entire businesses. Then your job is to go after that bottleneck, right? That little thing that if you double down tomorrow, it's just gonna break your business. Once you fix that bottleneck, then you move to the next one. Okay. Quick break. If you never know how to start your videos, I made a free guide with more than 50 hooks you can copy and use. Comment the word hooks and I'll send it to you. Video. If you're a personal brand or if you have a business, don't just go to ChatGPT and open your phone and say, hey, ChatGPT, based on everything that you know about me, what is the thing that is stopping my business to grow? What I want you to do is actually go for a walk, right? And then take your phone and do a voice note, right? So record a voice note and just freely talk for the next few minutes and then just explain in your, with your own words. What is that thing that if you double down tomorrow is going to break your business? In my case, it was the video editing. If I added 10 more clients, the video editing will literally break down my business because I would just have too much. So you go for that walk, you do the voice note, and then you talk about the little thing that is going to stop your business, break your business if you double down. That, right? In this case, the bottleneck. Once you have that, then go after that with everything you have, with everything you got, until you fix it. And this is where actually an AI agent can help, right? So once you have that voice note, what is the bottleneck? You can actually go to an AI tool and then a little simple, right? So you start a conversation and you're saying, this is the bottleneck of my business. If I double down on this, my entire business breaks. I need you to help me to find a solution that will automate this using an AI agent. That's what I did. And I got 4 hours back. I'll see you in the next one.